Now we're going to learn another exceptional clearing practice. And this is a rose clearing practice, knowing the power, vibrational power of the rose. So I'm going to ask you to get yourself into the nice, quiet breath space that you know how to do, and prepare your bubble around you, your sphere, and bring yourself into that space naturally. And that will become just a regular part of our practice as we begin any practice, focusing your attention into the Sacred Heart and inviting the presence and reverence of the Holy Spirit, aligning with the divine will for all of your work, whether it's clearing or creating. And as you're floating with serenity and stillness in your beautiful bubble, your own personal ocean, we're going to imagine in front of you the head only of a rose facing you. And you can choose the color, and you can play around with the rays and the flames, and choose the color that feels the most attractive or potent to you. Or for this clearing practice, you can even choose no color or black or anything that appeals to you. And this is a great practice to do when you may have a live trigger. So right now we'll just move through it, but if you can take a moment before you enter this practice to think of something that's alive in your body, it's something that's triggered you, an emotion or a thought pattern that you can't get rid of before you enter the practice, that's ideal. And bring that to mind. Anything can be just something small as we're practicing, as you get used to the practice, some annoyance that you have with someone or in your life. And you want to locate where that emotion is in your body. So you want to do a body scan from the top of your head, slowly, all the way down through your head, down your neck, into your shoulders, chest, scanning down the chest and arms, into the abdomen and hips, down through your thighs, knees, calves, ankles and feet. And you will find that an emotion lives in the body. So see if you can locate where the trigger is living in your body. This is a wonderful attribute because you can clear your cellular matrix of these emotional charges that your nervous system is holding. If it's more of a thought pattern, then you may want to focus more in the mind, but you should still find the emotion because they're usually both there. But if one or the other is more apparent, then work with whatever you feel and wherever it's coming from, but try to locate the origination point in your actual body. And as you do this, and you have this beautiful head of the rose blossomed out in front of you, whatever color you've chosen, I want you to imagine the energy of the charge of the thought and or emotion beginning to leave your body, wherever it's coming from. It can be multiple locations if you feel it in multiple locations, and see it emerging from your body. It might look like black smoke or soot or slimy or gooey. It could be any color, just see what the energy is visualizing as, or if you don't see anything, that's fine too. Just imagine it leaving your body in a stream, if you will, like a jet stream coming out of your body and moving towards the head of the rose. And I want you to project this thought or emotion or whatever trigger that you have into the rose and continue to feed the rose with this dense energy until you see the rose wither and begin to wilt. And when the rose fully withers and wilts, then dissolve the rose and create a new fresh one and continue. And repeat this pattern, and it may take quite a few rounds if you have a very large trigger that you're working with a lot of emotional charge, or a very deeply embedded mental pattern that you're having a hard time leaving that cycling of the 3D cycle. Then you may need to do this many times before you really feel it dissolve And you'll know that you're done when you don't feel that charge anymore in your body, when you don't feel that reactive activation. And there's no right or wrong, however this appears to you. The color of the rose, the way the energy looks, the goal is to just find the trigger as an energetic signature in your body, release it as some sort of stream. It could be dirty water, it could be anything, however it looks and it comes out. It could be a cord, and just project it into the rose until the rose wilts and starts to darken. Dissolve that rose, because then you're dissolving all that negative energy, and recreate the rose with beautiful and fresh, and just keep doing it again and again. And eventually the charge is going to decrease and you're just going to feel complete, like you have released that particular charge from your body-mind matrix, and you feel free of it. So it's a simple but very powerful practice. The rose is an incredible ally in our magic work. As you're seeing, we're doing many different rose practices.